Hi, I'm Ben. I'm here to learn English.
And I'm Emma. I'm here to help.
Let's learn together.
Let's learn together. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Ben. Hi, everyone. We're very excited to be with you today.
Today, we are going to talk about something very important for the IELTS speaking test, describing a book.
Yes, this is a very common topic in the test. The examiner might say, describe a book you have read recently, or describe a book that made a strong impression on you.
And many people feel nervous because they think, oh no, I don't read books, or I don't remember any book I read recently.
Don't worry, you don't need to read thousands of books. You can even describe a simple storybook, a short story, a comic, or a book someone recommended to you.
The key is to organize your answer, speak clearly, and add your personal feelings. That's what the examiner wants.
Let's explain how IELTS Speaking Part 2 works. You get a cue card with instructions. For example, describe a book you have read. You should say what the book is, what it is about, why you decided to read it, and explain why you liked it.
You get 1 minute to prepare, and then you must speak for 1 to 2 minutes. That may sound short, but if you structure your answer well, it's enough time.
Let's give a simple structure. You can follow these steps. Say the title and author. Say what kind of book it is. Summarize the story or content. Explain why you liked it. Say how it made you feel or what you learned.
Perfect. Let me give an example. I'll describe a book I recently read. The book I want to talk about is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. It's a philosophical novel about a young shepherd named Santiago. He dreamed of finding a treasure and travels from Spain to Egypt in search of it. On the way, he meets different people who teach him important lessons about life. I like this book because it is inspiring and exciting. Every time I read it, I feel motivated to follow my dreams. I also love how simple the writing is. It's easy to understand even for English learners. This book taught me that when you really want something, the universe helps you achieve it.
That was wonderful. Notice how Emma mentioned the title, author, the story, her feelings, and what she learned. That's exactly what IELTS examiners look for.
Yes, Ben, and using phrases like, I like this book because, or it taught me that, makes your answer natural and easy to follow.
Now, I'll give another example with a different type of book. One of my favorite books is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. It's a fantasy story about a young boy named Harry who discovers he is a wizard. He goes to a magical school called Hogwarts, makes friends, and faces challenges while fighting against dark forces. I like this book because it is full of adventure and imagination. I remember reading it at night and not wanting to sleep because I was so curious about what would happen next. The book also taught me about friendship and bravery, which are important lessons in real life.
Beautiful, Ben. That example also shows emotions, which is important. The examiner wants to hear your personal connection to the book.
Exactly. And even simple books work well. For beginners, a children's book is okay.
Let's do a fun example. I'll describe a children's book. When I was a child, I loved The Very Hungry Caterpillar. It's a picture book about a caterpillar who eats different foods every day and becomes a beautiful butterfly. I liked it because it was colorful, easy to understand, and fun. Reading it reminded me of my childhood and made me happy.
See, simple words, clear sentences, and personal feelings. Perfect for IELTS Speaking Part 2.
Now, let's teach some useful vocabulary for describing books.
Yes, words like exciting, inspiring, interesting, emotional, relaxing, funny, mysterious, or creative are great adjectives.
And verbs like enjoy, like, love, recommend, read, learn, remember are very useful.
You can also use phrases to start sentences, like, I came across this book when I picked it up because it taught me that I couldn't stop reading because.
These phrases make your answer sound more natural and like real storytelling.
Speaking of storytelling, let's share a short personal story connected to reading.
Sure. When I was younger, I didn't like reading. I thought books were boring. But one day, my teacher gave me a book with short, funny stories. I laughed so much while reading it, and I realized that books can be fun. After that, I started reading more.
That's a great story, Emma. It shows how reading changed your experience, which makes your answer personal and interesting.
Yes, and that's exactly what the IELTS examiner wants to hear. Your personal connection and opinion.
I have a story too. Once I tried reading a very difficult English book. At first, I understood only half of it, but I kept reading a little every day, and after 1 week, I understood more. That experience made me feel proud and confident about my English skills.
Excellent example, Ben. You can see how even a small story can make your answer stronger.
Let's do a quick practice exercise for our listeners.
Yes, after this podcast, pick one book you like. Then try to describe it using this structure. Title and author, type of book, what it's about, why you liked it, how it made you feel.
You can even record yourself for 1 to 2 minutes, like the IELTS Speaking Part 2 test.
Another tip, don't memorize answers. Speak naturally. It's better to be a little nervous but sound real than to give a perfect but robotic answer.
Absolutely. And take your 1 minute of preparation to organize your ideas. Think about the main points you want to mention.
Exactly. And remember, using a mix of past tense, present tense, and expressing feelings will show your language ability.
So let's recap. When describing a book in IELTS Speaking Part 2, introduce the book, title and author, say the type of book, summarize the story, explain why you liked it, share your feelings or lessons learned, use descriptive vocabulary and linking phrases, speak naturally and clearly.
That's a perfect summary.
Well, I think that's all for today. We hope you feel more confident about describing a book in English.
Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your friends who are preparing for IELTS.
And keep practicing. Pick a book, speak about it, and enjoy learning English.
We'll see you next time with another IELTS topic.
Bye for now.
Bye.